And get rid of that. Our lighting, let's check out our lighting. Downlights. All right, so these are, well, these look great. Super cool. All right, so how big are they? Wow, this is super cool. All right, so do we actually pick a product? Downlights and light strips. So downlights and light strips. I'm just going to draw this at like, so downlights, I just want to see, just show me one of them on the specs. Oh, of course, they're metric, huh? Okay, so 50 by 50 millimeters. All right, I'll show you a trick. That's a good opportunity. All right, so if I want to draw, I guess I'd just start, I'd throw like a square rectangle on my roof, and I type 50 millimeter, comma, 50 millimeter. So see in my measurements dialog box, I drew at 50 millimeter. Oh, let me try again. I didn't quite get that. 50 millimeters. Maybe you have to be lowercase by 50 millimeter. Enter. There you go. So yeah, I guess it's case sensitive. I didn't realize that. So anyway, you can force any dimension or any, I'm sorry, if you can force any units like millimeters by just typing mm, or meters by typing just an m or cm, so that way you don't have to switch all your units around. All right, so now we've got this guy. I'm going to make this into a component. I'll create it, and then I'm going to double click, and I'm going to draw a circle. Really what I want is, I guess I would just, draw my guidelines like this, and like this, and I could have just drawn a circle, I suppose. That would have been easy enough, which would have been 25 millimeters, like that. Yeah. All right, and then also on this downlight, I'm going to right-click and hit Change Axes. I want my axes to be right at the middle, like that. And then I would probably offset it. When I look at these downlights, what are these downlights all about? I just want to see one. Oh, yeah, it's like it has a little ring around it. So I'll just offset it by whatever looks good. I think maybe let's try 20 millimeters. No, 10 millimeters, like that. I'm gonna say 7 millimeters. Let's undo that. Offset by 7 millimeters, like that. Okay. All right, and then these are actually it's going to Z-fight with my ceiling. You can see it kind of flickering there. So like really, I need to pull this down just a little bit. So I'm gonna get off the millimeters thing. I'm gonna do 0.125, and I'll pull this one down as well. And then I'm gonna move this one straight back up, and that's gonna kind of give like a kind of a tapered edge to it, and that way it'll look nice and smooth. And maybe I would even push this back by like a 16th, like that, just to give a little more definition to it. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, and then for this downlight, I would paint it with a material, and I would just choose a color. And this is going to be, I'm just going to use like a yellow. It doesn't matter. And this is going to actually end up being emissive. So I'll just name it emissive, and that way I know what to do with it in Lumion. And then, I don't know, I guess I'd just grab like a gray and paint that, All right, so there's my downlight. And then we need to like figure out what is the lighting plan. So, I mean, that looks pretty much, maybe the ring is a little bit, just a touch bigger. I can just select it, scale it, and just kind of scale it out just a notch there. And then Yeah, good to go there. All right, so then the lighting plan, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's something we'd have to think a little bit more about. But I would imagine, yeah, I don't know, you get like 2 and maybe 4 in each of these guys. All right, let's take a look at our light strips. So that's pretty cool too. So lots of light strips. It's gonna be great in Lumion because we can use those line lights. Really go nuts on those. These are cool lights. I love them. Polychrome technology. Oh man. And also Google stuff. Very cool. Isn't it okay Google? I don't know. Not Hey Google. Maybe it is Hey Google. I don't know that for a fact. All right, so we don't need to do anything about the strip lights right this second. But these guys, I can... oh, what's a good way to work on this? So maybe what I would do is throw like a section plane just temporarily. And then my keyboard shortcut is F6. And that way I can just kind of work on this lighting plan for a moment, you know, from below and look up at the ceiling. And, you know, there's my windows. And so if I really wanted to like get in here, maybe I would say 2 feet off of each of these. 24 and I don't know, 24, and then maybe I'll set another one at like 24, and maybe I'll make a copy of this, snap it. Oh, what happened here? On the red, snap it right. Oh, I've got these guys. I think oh, I see. I pulled it from these are there's actually a gap there. I kind of goofed that up. So let me move this another 24. And then I'll make a copy of it and say 2 divided by, oops, 2 divided by. Nope. Let's make a copy of it all the way down here and say 2 divided by. And let's see, then this guy, I need to position it like that. And I'm okay with it kind of dropping through the floor or into the ceiling right this second, just because I'll come back and fix it. Then I can select these guys, make a copy, and do that 2 times. So I'll just give them a lot of lights to begin with, and they can tell me to get rid of them. Especially these LED color lights would be sweet to have. Like, I like the lighting to be subtle, you know, so if like, you know, you can have all these different colors going and turn them down, you know, and each pod will have its own lighting going on. That'll be really cool, but we'll see if they go for it. All right, so then I'm going to take all these guys, and I'll take all these guys too and group them while I've got it. And then I'm going to take all these and I'm going to make a copy of it like that, and then like that. And then we'll do the exact same thing over here. So 24 and 24. And then I've still got my selection. I'll make a copy of that and a copy of that. All right. I'm going to select everything, and because I'm in this group, clear my throat, and let's see, let's scoot this stuff down. Tap the up arrow key like that. All right, now I can back out of here, hit Control E, clear my guides, and that would be kind of a cool lighting plan for in there. My other keyboard shortcut is F5, that like releases that section plane. I think what would be really cool is, what I was envisioning is if there's some like a extension on this that came down and kind of hid the strip lights, so that if I was to make like a new wall, you know, maybe it's like a, you know, 4x4 inch wall like that, and it like spicules all the way across, although I doubt they want to lose any headroom at all. How much headroom do we have? So from here to here, 7.6. That's not great, is it? But I was thinking like that would be super cool to like, you know, blend this with our ceiling, and then put your strip light on the back side of this, so that you know you kind of don't see it, and it illuminates like all this stuff without really seeing it. I'm gonna leave that in there, and you know, we'll propose it. I love it, the discrete lighting and all that. So we'll try it. All right, so this is in my walls new. We're good there. And so yeah, in Lumion we'll just put like a long line light in there like that. All right, perfect. All right, so let's get back to our comments, and let's see. So we can get rid of this and this, and we've acknowledged our lighting, so we can kind of get those out of there. If you like this video, click the BD button to subscribe to our channel. Every week we post new videos covering SketchUp, Layout, Lumion, and our Condoc Tools extension. If you are a professional architect or interior designer, you're going to love our tutorials.